the last speaker of this night is Mechenas.
Hi, I'm Carol. I'm 15 years old and I'm here to talk about assault. I'm already nervous. I may seem young, but I already know that I can walk on the streets by myself and that I have to fear all strange men at all costs. You may have never gone through this type of situation, but this is a global issue. And if you haven't, let me show you a closer view. Let's everybody imagine you're taking the bus home. And you sit at the back of the bus to watch the streets. Some time passes and then you notice a man got closer to you. And every time you look inside the bus, he's getting closer. He's now sitting really near you and you're afraid he'll try to touch you. He's looking at you with those eyes, and you know those eyes. Just as you feel the need to scream, the need to cry, the need to run, and to ask for help, the bus finally stops and you're home. This is terrible, right? It is. And you know what's worse? It happens on a daily basis. Women go through these situations every day, and we risk being assaulted anywhere, by anyone, anytime. You can see here that there's anywhere it can happen, anywhere. And we hear stories every day about women being assaulted or being raped. And we know, you know why it never changes? Because people don't move enough about this cause. And when we talk about assault, we have to take cultural aspect in consideration, because that's where this type of situation stems from. We all know that women have been denigrated by men through all world history. But there's something closer to us that we can take in consideration. Like, when a boy turns around 12, his father already starts talking about women. And this young boy, very young boy, we already start looking at women differently. And it's hard to notice, but that's when men start objectifying women. And that's one of the big points that we need sexual education in schools. Because sometimes little girls, they don't even notice, they can't identify that they're being assaulted because they don't know how to identify it, because nobody ever told them what is okay and what's not. And little boys, since they are born, they always get raised in an environment that teaches them differently, and they don't know the limits that women have to establish also. But they always trespass limits, and they have to know these limits. So when we have sexual education in school, these kids are taught what's okay and what's not. And also, we have to have more artifices to protect women, because our current mechanisms aren't good enough. That's why I dream of a world that my children can walk by themselves at the street and not fear being assaulted all the time. We have to move. We really need to move, people. Women ask for help, and we need this. That's why my dream that I just showed you, we have to make it come true. There's always a possibility to make our everyday lives better. Thank you.